Now, the latest in a crime and safety alert tonight. The last of the adults charged in the killings of two Toledo teenagers learned his fate today. Judge Lori Olander sentencing Cruz Garcia to 20 years in prison. He was originally accused of aggravated murder, but took a plea deal and was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. He testified in the trials of two other defendants. In December of 2022, teens Kamarion Wilder and Kayshawn Pittman disappeared. Their remains were later found in the rubble of a burned-down home on Chase Street.